For 20 years, we've been creating innovation in the CX industry, and now we're seeking out brilliant new perspectives on CX you just won't find anywhere else. I'm Richard Owen. Welcome to the CX Iconoclast. 2024 was a fantastic year for the CX Iconoclast podcast. We had some amazing guests, and naturally, one of the topics we covered was the topic of artificial intelligence and predictive analytics. As you can imagine, AI is revolutionizing B2B customer experience through the use of deeper insights into customer behaviors, operational efficiencies, different approaches to risk management. In particular examples, Sean Albertson and Chris Bishop explore in this section using customer AI to analyze data and predict customer needs, preemptively addressing issues before they escalate, and this enables them to create proactive support opportunities and ultimately increase customer satisfaction at lower costs.
Conga was one of the earliest adopters of customer AI-based technology, predictive analytics technology. Yeah. What was it that you saw in that encouraged you to dive in for something that was a couple of years ago, quite embryonic?
Yeah, candidly, necessity. We mentioned before that we make decisions with a fairly tight lens here at Conga. The idea of decisions have to lead to profitable growth. I just didn't have a lot of resources at my fingertips, but I had a fairly significant set of challenges in my customer base. I just couldn't see them all, but I knew they were there, and they were just coming out of the woodwork at me. So I needed some help initially to help really identify things that I wasn't seeing. It was a very reactive position. But I also knew as we grew the company, we weren't going to be able to scale in line or grow in line with our top line growth. And so I needed to be able to be more predictive. I needed customer intelligence to be at my fingertips. And so the idea of working with OCX Cognition and a customer AI solution was the idea to move from a reactive to a predictive position where I could begin to really have the data tell me where the challenges are going to be. And now we're moving into a position where are the opportunities? It really started as a fire suppression opportunity and really now is an ignition switch for us for growth, or will be. We're meeting with our colleagues across the company to show them the power of the data that we have. And you can see the light bulbs just popping off about, wow, we can really, for example, build targeted marketing campaigns to customers that we think are ready to take the next step based on what this predictive analytics engine is telling us.
I mean, thinking about it that way, if I'm chatting, sure, if it's something basic and easy, take care of it, move on, great. But the second, because using past data, and I know you guys know this better than most at OCX, using past data and the real data, journey data and or transactional data, you can, again, predict and even then identify what's potentially going to be the problem. We'll use that then and say, this customer is starting a path that is likely going to create a really horrible journey. Let's interrupt it very quickly and say, you know what, rather than trying to do this over, let me not just tell you to call, but let me route you, click here, let me route you to the right group with the right education or whatever, and then, move faster.
That's Naryandas from Harvard Business School, talks here about ethical concerns, especially around the use of data biases and customer privacy. It seems increasingly important that we have both transparency and human oversight as artificial intelligence becomes embedded in strategic functions within the company. There's also a need to blend artificial intelligence with human expertise, as we hear from Joe Pinto from Pure Storage, where artificial intelligence augments rather than replaces the human element in customer engagement.
So I taught a course to the MBA students in the fall of 2020, which was all around understanding the business aspects of data analytics and how important it was to understand that. And then as we did that, the focus in that course for me was understanding that humans will make decisions, machines will provide information, sometimes predictions. And more often than not, in the lives that we're going to live in the coming years, a lot of the decisions actually will be a human plus machine interface, where humans will make decisions based on information or predictions provided by machines. That's where I see it. And that's what the data scientists call as predictive analytics. And I've written an HBR on this thing.
It's about more customization of the personalization of that experience. And if we can truly have good data and AI can help our engineers that are supporting our customers do even more, that's where we're going to go. And that is certainly the plan. I think, look, cost is always kind of an interesting topic, but what's really fascinating is to really drive that experience that becomes more customized, more personalized. It's the same reason why I love going to a family Italian restaurant that's been open since 1957. I go in there, they say hello, they know my family, they know my friends. And the same thing, we all want that experience.
So the co-pilot, AI is a co-pilot, right? I think the media dramatization of AI is going to either take your job or kill you and then take your job. Makes good sort of science fiction movie stuff. But in the real world, sounds like the opportunity is to enhance people's productivity, right? How do we make people more successful? And given the focus and emphasis on training and development of personnel, is this the big opportunity? How do we give people better and more productive jobs?
Well, that's right. Because look, in a recent survey, the top investments planned for IT buyers, no surprise for the next 5 years, is AI. 52% of them, right? No surprise there. In another survey, 90% of IT buyers stated that the digital transformation-led agenda led them to buy increasing amount of infrastructure. No surprise there, right? So I think this is, and by the way, we've been selling AI use cases at Pure for quite a while to some of the biggest names in the industry. So this is nothing new to us. And that, again, I think you're spot on. This is about a richer experience.
Thanks for listening to the CX Iconoclast from OCX Cognition. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts so you won't miss any of our thought-provoking conversations. And please get in touch if you want to learn more about what OCX Cognition's predictive CX analytics platform can do for your business by providing complete insights into every account, continuously updated and connected to operations. You'll find contact info in the show notes.